What is going on, guys? I am Jaye Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Lena Waithe. This is how you pronounce her name. She is a writer, producer. She's produced for The Chi. She wrote for Queen and Slim. Well, she was recently married to a woman called Alana Mayo. And they had been together for a couple of years, and then they secretly got married. And once they announced that marriage publicly, they ended up splitting up a couple months later. Okay. Now, some of this information is via the New York Daily News. His filmmaker Lena and her wife Alana have split 2 months after their marriage was announced. After careful thought and consideration, we have decided to part ways, reads a joint statement released by Waithe and Mayo's reps. We have nothing but support for one another and ask that you respect our privacy during this time. The split was first reported by E! News. Lena revealed during a November appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show that she and Alana had secretly gotten married. We snuck and did it, Lena told guest host John Legend at the time. We didn't really make any announcements, she said on the show. She said they got married in San Francisco but did not reveal where. The duo got engaged in 2017. Now, there is a reason behind why they got divorced. Apparently, Lena has been tricking money off, and these are not my words. This is according to, the cheat sheet. According to Love B. Scott, they said that even after they married, Lena was still buying designer gifts, Chanel, Gucci for other women. A source claimed, according to LoveBScott.com. The insiders also claimed that the unexpected wedding was what Alana wanted, and the writer went with it to better their relationship. I can believe that, because to me, even though Lena may try her best to be a dude, I don't think that marriage is what she wanted. You know, I think just by looking at the project she's done with The Chi and with Queen and Slim, you can tell that she sees the world through a male lens, you know, even though she is considered a female lesbian. So even her was uneasy about getting married. Even though you have, you know, people in the alphabet community that claim they want all these rights, they want to be able to get married to somebody else, their marriages tend to not work out either. And it's because one person in that relationship don't want to get married. And even if it's a female lesbian, okay, she still feels that marriage ain't for her. This is why she was still doing her when they both got married to each other. I don't think this is really a shock to anybody who understands Lena. You know, I mean, she just doesn't come across as somebody that's looking to be with one female. And I'll say this. The one thing that looking at this particular situation tells me is that she tried to do the relationship thing. I would say carry herself like a lot of guys would in the industry. They get with these chicks, they date them, they wife them up. But I don't think she was willing to do that. You know, I just don't. Now, things are amicable now because it's better for both of them. What's better for Alana because it protects her public image, and it's good for Alana because she could just move on to somebody else. And what was very interesting is that Lena gave an interview where she talked about how Alana, her now ex-wife, didn't know what she was. She didn't know whether she was a lesbian. She didn't know if she was bi. She didn't know if she was straight. She didn't know what she was. And that just shows you that a lot of women today don't really know who they are. They don't know what side of the fence they're on. They really don't know. So it's unsurprising that this relationship didn't work. You know, because the thing is about women, man, they have just as many problems if they're dating each other as if they're dating other men. I think is magnified because you have two women in a situation. I don't care if one female is acting more masculine than the other. They're still going to have issues and problems. It's not going to always be great, because if that wasn't the case, then why did the marriage end 2 months after announcing it? You know, why keep it a secret? What are you keeping a secret for? You keeping it a secret because you have other women? You got other women? It reminds me of Brittany Griner. I did a couple of videos about Brittany Griner a couple of years ago. She married this female, right? She's another basketball player, right? Another female basketball player. They got together. They got married. They had a kid. Well, Brittany Griner's wife did. And soon after that, the relationship completely fell apart. And her ex ended up going and getting into a relationship with a Caucasian man. Her ex-wife was Glory Johnson, if any of you remember that video. Ended up she ended up getting support from Brittany Griner, even though they hadn't really been able to be a family together very long. So it just shows that she was only with her because of who she was. And I believe this could have been the case with Lena. She was with a woman who was with her because of who she was and what she had, and was confused about what she was, you know. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if she ends up going and dating a guy. Okay? Because that's what I see happen. I see females, man, they will go and they will date other women. And then when that relationship doesn't work out, they end up dating men. I used to see posts on IG where you have women who were in relationships with other women talk about how they're going to go back to dating men, or, you know, should they go back to dating men? You know, why are you putting that out there? It's clear that you like everything. Why are you making it? At the time I was like, why are you saying that? But then I know it was just a tactic to get the attention of thirsty men, you know. But you have women who are confused about who they are and what they want. I think the situation was the same with Brittany Griner. She was with a female who really did not want to be with her. She wanted to be with a guy. But because of Brittany Griner and, you know, who she was, and the fact that she felt like it would be a relationship that's beneficial, she got with her, got married to her, and they ended up breaking up with her and getting support from her, you know. And now Brittany Griner has to deal with what men have to deal with as far as paying support, you know. When you want all those rights, yeah, we'll see if you really want those rights. Imagine if Lena and Alana had a kid together, or at least Alana would have had a kid in the context of that relationship. She probably could have went after Lena for support. Now she may still go after her for support because they got married, but maybe they have some agreement worked out. You know, I just think Alana, the ex, probably wants to put this relationship behind her completely. And again, it wouldn't surprise me at all if she ends up dating men this time, you know. But Lena is the type of female who carries herself as a guy. But in her mind, she's a guy, and she wants those same type of relationships. Well, you have to deal with the same type of pressures. You're going to have to deal with the fact you're going to be with women who see that you're successful and they're going to want things from you. You're allegedly out here tricking off money to other women because they see what you have and they want some of it. Yes, they will date you, be in a relationship with you, and marry you, but that's because they can get something out of it. Doesn't mean they won't leave you, you know? Not everybody, but you have certain people, let's say, i.e. women, who will date other women because they think that it's better than dating men. And what they don't realize is that those women are probably doing the same things that men are probably doing, messing around with other women, spending money on other women. So nothing really gets changed, just the genders, you know. And I will also say this. There's a reason why Lena kept that marriage secret, is because she was dealing with other women. She did not want other women to be deterred from getting with her. You know, men get accused of doing that a lot, but you have women who will do the same thing, especially if they're women who believe in their mind they're men. You know, now there was some unfavorable tweets about the Lena situation. You know, people are saying that she, did this sister wrong and things of that nature. Let me tell you something, man. Just because you're a black lesbian does not mean that you're not going to get the vitriol if you do not do right by these sisters. You know, you don't do right by these sisters, they're going to drag you all over social media. That's what's going to happen. That's what I'm seeing by looking at some of these tweets. I mean, people are really upset at how this situation has turned out, you know. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a link to some of these tweets and y'all can go and check it out for yourself, man. People are going in as I do this video on Lena. Okay? They went from supporting her to now they're going off on her. There was one tweet that says, I guess Lena got the community strap. Hate to see it. Lena writing Queen and Slim after a full day of cheating. I'll tell you, man, I don't care that you think that you're part of the sisterhood, even though you want to be part of the brotherhood. You know, you don't do right by these sisters and you are a celebrity, they're going to go off on you too.